What have you seen from Jordan this season? Just what kind of growth in his game?
I'll be honest, I haven't watched them a whole lot. Just before our game and back in DC, and before tonight, just watching a little bit. So I can't really answer that very well because I think that requires some nuance, and I got my own team to worry about.
How about, do you have a favorite Jordan Poole memory or something behind the scenes that you feel like showed his work ethic?
I guess what I would tell you about his work ethic is during the COVID year when they finally opened up the gym, he was the first guy back, and he did not leave. He was in this gym, right downstairs every day, and it was a difficult season for him, and I think the COVID break allowed him to kind of sit back and assess where he was, and he and Chris DeMarco got into the gym once the gym opened back up, and Jordan went to work, and I think that's where he really established kind of his approach and who he wanted to be. And, a couple of years later, he's a huge part of us winning a championship in Boston. So it's just really fun to see all of his work pay off, but just his growth as a professional, and to see it in pretty dramatic fashion over those few years. It was wonderful to see. You're right.
Steve, do you have a kind of a what if though with Jordan? Like what if he could have stayed here and still been with you guys as opposed to?
No, I don't spend a whole lot of time, doing that stuff. The NBA it's a business where people are coming and going all the time, and you can't spend too much time with that. I will say that I root for Jordan, love Jordan, and always love seeing him, and I want really, nothing but the best for him and the rest of his career. He deserves it.
What are you seeing with Dennis on the offensive end, as he continues to try to make this transition?
I just think that it's a different type of team than he's used to. He's a pick and roll point guard, but I think with Brooklyn, for example, they were playing 5 out. The teams that he's played for, he's generally been a pretty ball dominant point guard playing with a lot of shooting around him. And this team is just a little different, for him and for us. The adjustment that each side has to make is still ongoing. But I'll tell you that I'm just a huge fan. His competitiveness, his defense on the ball, his leadership within games, he is awesome. I love Dennis, and I think it's only a matter of time before he really gets comfortable with us, and we get more comfortable with him.
Guy has obviously kind of got a little bit of playing time lately because of how because of how many power forwards you have out. Do you try to kind of keep finding him little pockets, just considering what he's doing?
Yeah, I think the way for us to get back to the consistent level we showed in the first month of the season is defense and energy, and that's what Guy provides, the energy that he shows with his cutting, his sprinting, the awareness defensively, switching and helping. I have no doubt Guy can help us get back to that level of defense that we need to, to become a consistent team again.
At this point on Steph and Draymond?
Draymond's going to get an MRI tomorrow, and Steph just told me he doesn't think it's serious, but they'll both be day-to-day for now.
What's the concern level on Draymond? He was really limping on the calf, it seems like.
Again, we don't really know. So we'll have to wait and see what the MRI shows tomorrow, and just kind of assess him the next couple of days, and then we'll figure out what's next.
Moses comes off the bench, 13 points off in the power forward spot. What did he give you tonight? And if Draymond is out for an extended period, what is that what might that power forward spot look like?
Yeah, I mean, Guy obviously got the start, but Moses got the lion's share of the minutes just based on how well he played. And I think Moses really seems to thrive at the 4. That's a spot he's comfortable with, using his strength and then the ability to stretch the floor. I loved the effort and the energy from Moses tonight. I thought he played a huge role in that game, just with the force that that he came out with.
You got Andrew was obviously assertive and effective. So what did you think of his night?
Andrew's great. He's been playing at a really high level all season, and the way things have evolved the last couple of weeks, we've just really leaned into his scoring. So we're trying to get him on the floor for all the non-staff minutes, and running a lot of offense through him. And he's doing a lot of good things for us, scoring in multiple ways. And tonight, the way he rebounded and just played the total game, he was fantastic.
It's officially a left ankle for Steph, right?
Left.
Okay. What do you? I mean, he mentioned Moses at the 4. What do you like about what he does at that spot?
Well, he's got some physicality to him. When he's at the 4, he can stretch the floor and be a spacer and then attack closeouts. And if he's at the 4, there's other shooters generally around him at the 1, 2, and 3. So there's some room for him. He's always played his best for us in this role, where he's basically standing on the perimeter, ready to shoot, using his strength and his length and, just hustling, making hustle plays like he did tonight. And so, if Draymond's out for a little bit, then it's a good chance for Moses to get a lot of minutes at that 4 spot. Thank you.
Coach, whether it's talking with former players or getting the crowd into, do you feel like Jordan feeds off of the energy like he did tonight, and especially when the spotlight is even maybe brighter on him?
Yeah, that's just how Jordan plays. He's been playing terrific for us tonight. I'm sure he was excited to be back here and see people, but he's been doing this for us all years, even going into last year. So this is just a continuation of what he's doing for us. Obviously, it's a little bit more points than maybe he usually has, but he drives our offense. He's our energy.
Second time back here, how special was it to have this kind of a game tonight?
Felt good. Competitive game. Our guys fought to the end of the game. We got better tonight. Credit to everybody who stepped up. Everybody had a good game. We got another one tomorrow.
Jordan, what's the difference between your first time coming back last year compared to maybe your time tonight?
I'm playing my true position. Being able to be aggressive, I think you can see I'll get my teammates involved, can score the ball, put pressure on the defense, and just be extremely competitive. Last year was a little bit different in terms of my role, and of course all the extra, stuff leading up to it, tribute video and everything. But it just felt like a normal game today.
What ways did you feel like the team got better tonight?
We just fought. We were competitive. The team has a lot of respect over there, so I think it was really good to see us just play through the physicality. They get away with a lot of stuff, a lot of grabbing, a lot of off-ball screens. I think for our young guys, it's really good just to see, what a playoff caliber team is like, playoff organization is like, and just the atmosphere throughout the course of the game. And I think we just stepped up to the challenge and got better.
How much love did you feel tonight, both during the game from the fans and then after the game from your former teammates and coaches?
Yeah, I love those guys over there. I love most of those guys over there, and really good group, really good staff. Shout out to the fans. Saw a lot of 3 jerseys out there, a lot of JP3 jerseys, which is always really cool, and always get a lot of love. Spent some good quality time here, and it's dope to see it. Appreciate it.
You talk a lot about when your scoring's there, it opens up things for you to facilitate for your teammates to get them open. What did you see tonight? Because you were able to find guys, but as well to get your own.
Yeah, just being aggressive early. Knocked down a couple shots. I think we were really good with getting our space early. And then normally, pretty quick in that first quarter, second quarter, they start throwing a lot of different coverages. They start doubling a lot of the screens, so they blitz in, and then they bring in, defensive specialists like Gary or They'll throw Moses on me just to mix it up, and they'll get really physical. And when they start to throw two at me, just get off the ball. And now I'm giving my teammates advantages on the backside, whether it's a catch and shoot, whether it's an easy layup. I just think we've been doing a really good job of, just learning how to play off that over the course of the year.
How fun is the battle with Gary?
Gary be hacking. But I've been going up against Gary my whole career, so, I know how he plays. I know his tendencies. It's always a good bump for him. Really dope. It's not my first time, frying them. I used to do it in practice pretty often. So.
You talk about playing like your natural position now. I mean, how much more at ease and comfort do you feel in your game with this team now?
Pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. I think it's just also easier for my teammates getting them good looks. My rookies have stepped up. Alex has stepped up. Bilal. Key had a good game. Bub had a good game. So just seeing them kind of rise to the moment, the occasion, and like I said, get better in this environment. It's really good for us. And it's the league, so we got another game tomorrow and a decent little road trip.